Oh, interesting. Okay. I was getting ready to start it and just kind of did it on its own. I was so curious. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to set up a reading for people who are hard workers. But maybe they're not sure. Like, maybe I could plant the idea that you don't have to work where you're working at right now. For some of you, it's not even a thought that maybe you could work somewhere else. For some of you, and I'm trying to reach out to the void here, for some of you don't even remember, what it's like that you have choices and ideas and possibilities. Like, I could be with a different person. I could do a different job. Things like that. And maybe you do have that idea. And that's awesome. I'm so proud of you. I'm literally proud of you for just having an idea. And because it's not just having the idea. It's having the idea, remembering it, not tossing it aside, actually accepting the idea. Even if you're just dipping your toe in the water, you're right there. That means that you're right there. You showed up, and I'm proud of you for that. So let's see. Let's get a little bit of something. Who are you? Who are you now? Who could you be? They said because it needs to be uncovered. Okay. So, yeah, I could do that. I'll flip those around. That'll be both of you. Now, let's see. How does work make you feel? How does your job make you feel that you're working at now? Yuck. That's sad. But don't worry. It's not too sad. It's not too sad. It's not that bad. I have a big old heart and I wish everything was absolutely perfect. Rainbows, sunshine, and unicorns. I feel like that's how we're feeling about work. How work makes you feel, how you feel about work. Let's see. What are some of the dynamics you got going on at home? Oakley dokley. We literally have that one. How fitting. Okay. What are dynamics you got going on at work? Oh, ouch. Ouch. Oh, good. Good. In your that's your work. Okay. Hearts. Love it. What's your advice? Different advice. I have to move my phone. Oh, I guess I could use that. Interesting. I got it. Okay. Let's do lots of thinking in a half a point of seconds. Okay, let's see. Who you are now. I'm not going to sugarcoat this, but I will offer extra insight because it's pretty point forward. Who are you? You're rude, boorish, forceful, bully, dictator, tyrant, impulsive, abusive, and nasty. Pardon me. We have ungrounded, overly ambitious, social climber, mean-spirited, shallow, sociopath, jealous. A lot of those words cover a lot of subtle behaviors and attitudes. Let's see. Let's pick out a person here. Let's paint out a person here. Maybe. Thank you. Missed opportunities, out of your depth, out of control, left behind, rude, tactless, hurtful. I feel like this is what happened to you. I feel like you respond this way subconsciously. Maybe not even understanding, like, how do I do that? Like, screw this person. I'm not even gonna watch her. She's rude, right? I'm just trying to be honest because if there's somebody out there who could take it and wants to change, like, for one point in time, I was like, I'm toxic. Like, I'm toxic as fuck. Like, but I don't really know how. And I don't know how to change it. I don't know why I'm that way, or why other people see me as rude. Like, I don't understand. Okay? So, but then I learned, I found out. I was like, oh, that's rude? Oh, well, at first I was like, well, fuck ever. And I'm like, okay, fine. Sorry, I'll change, I'll learn, whatever. We're getting there. Now I view things differently, and I can help people get to that point too. It's not wrong to be wrong. It's not bad to be wrong. It's not wrong to be toxic, if that makes sense. Hurt people. Sometimes that just means the only answer is grace. God damn it. Let's throw a little love in there. Let's cut off the cycle of, well, then they're wrong for this or they're bad for this. Like, let's just, screw it. What if it's like, you're not bad, you're not wrong, I'm not judging you, and you're okay? What if we just, threw that into the mix every once in a while, so that all these negative cycles can kind of slow down? That would be nice for me. Now, what this is saying: big changes, opportunities, seize the moment, jump in, arrival, departure, assertive, direct, honest, quick-wit, talkative, impatient, impulsive, intellectual, daring, and rebellious. You've got a personality. I will tell you what, you've got a hindered personality. I say hindered because you hold yourself back, because you've got a strong personality. This card literally flew off from the wind. Literally flew off by itself after I set the deck down. That's pretty cool. That's like very active. That's very out there. There's an ant on my book, and I don't know if that's supposed to be a good thing, but don't eat it. Thank you. I like it. I like you. I feel like you're kind of like a person that people are nice when they're in front of you, and maybe they talk shit behind your back, and that's no fun. But everybody does that to everybody, so you're like, it happens, right? And maybe that's something that they're talking shit about. Maybe let's just say that is what they're saying about you: ungrounded, overly ambitious, you're trying too hard. You ever hear that one? Well, you're just trying too hard. So fucking what? Sometimes that's a good thing, Sometimes sometimes you do need to tone it down. Sometimes you're trying to go after people, mean-spirited. Well, she just this and he just that. Well, that's stupid and blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't like it. Well, why? Just cause I don't like it. That's why. That's mean-spirited. That's mean. Chill out. Relax. You know what I mean? Abusive, nasty, impulsive, like quick to jump the gun, quick to just I don't know, be rude. Maybe you're a rude person. Maybe people don't actually like you, and maybe that's obvious that people don't like you, and you just have to learn how to deal with it, because you put your blinders up, because there's a part of you that doesn't deserve the looks that you get when you're a rude person, and you get all these looks back at you that you don't understand why you're getting those looks, or it's just you know what, maybe you don't care why. You're done asking why. It just hurts to see, because there's a part of you that isn't cruel. There's a part of you that isn't evil. Like, you're not trying to be anything. You're just being a human, and others don't like you. Sometimes it feels that way. And maybe that's, I'm always like, what if as a reader, I'm like, well, what if they're not feeling that? Well, then maybe this isn't their reading, because, that's something that tarot readers, gotta think about too, is like just trusting themselves. Maybe that's something that you don't have, is the ability to trust yourself. Maybe that's something that actually you do have, is the ability to trust yourself. And maybe that's why people think you're coming off as brash and everything, because they're like, this dude don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? He just goes. He just didn't give a fuck. Maybe that's a good thing, because that's a major arcana. That's a angel there. I mean, straight up, that's literally an angel. I mean, they're kind of known for knowing what they're doing, if that makes sense. So, I mean, there's like a really big quality of you deserve to be where you're at. Not in a bad way, but like whatever you've gotten so far in life, that's you. That's for you. You didn't get to be manager because you're bad at it. You know what I mean? Like, you're allowed to have good things even if you kind of suck at the moment. But that's okay, because everything can be improved. Everything can be worked on or worked through. Let's see. That was... how your job makes you feel. Hasty, gullible, impatient, lack of energy, ideas, lack of energy, lack of ideas, lack of creativity, lack of ambition, lack of goals, lack of plans. Ouch. This doesn't leave you very many options. Yellow, orange, red. There's no security. There's no motivation. There's no energy. You're exhausted, bro. You are exhausted. You're cranky because you're tired. You're grumpy because you're worn out, man. You're tired of the shit. You know what I mean? Here's your, God, poor thing. You poor thing. Okay, let's see. Regret, refusing offers, missed opportunities, stagnation, apathy, disillusion, focusing on the negative. This isn't a very good work environment. I'll tell you what. It doesn't foster growth. It doesn't foster movement. I'll tell you what. It probably is stifling not only your energy, but everybody involved. It's stifling the energy. In the long run, I'd say this business is going to continue to get more miserable emotionally as well as financially. I would get out of it if you can. But the thing is, you can't just get out of it, because right now, the only reason you're here in that position, in that job, career, whatever, is because you've attracted it in some way, shape, or form. If you were to just up and quit another job and get another job, is what I mean, you basically land yourself in the exact same boat with a different, a different ship, different name, like same ship, different name kind of a thing, is what I'm trying to say. Your lifeboat will probably get a hole in it. You'd flag someone down, thank God you got here, and then you'd realize it's the same fucking situation. Maybe even people look alike, which only drives in harder that is the exact same situation you just left. And you might as well have just stayed. But you couldn't have stayed, or else you would have gone crazy. So here you are in the same fucking ship. But maybe even like on the bottom rung or something. Although, whatever, that's just too much to say. Anyways, what you're gonna want to do, and you actually do have the spiritual, mental, physical, the universe will back you up. If you want to figure out how to do the big change, which is getting your life back on track, having dreams again, maybe not being depressed anymore, if you could get it in you to understand the idea of what it's like, that maybe you won't be depressed anymore. Maybe you will like being healthy. You never know. You could. Then you can do that, because the universe is fully prepared to just spontaneously have energy to want to do better. You got that. The universe is prepared for people to just spontaneously and oddly and just out of nowhere, like uncannily, step out of your way and or even accidentally support you in getting you where you would rather be. Bam, universe has got that. You got that. It's there for you. No, easy peasy, no problem, no questions asked. There you go. It's just for you, just cause. You're gonna be able to get what you want. Not everything you want, but like what your higher self wants. That's what I mean. Let me take a look at this. Oh, you poor thing. I'm taking a look at these. I need the book. The ant was trying to eat. Aw, that's sweet. Okay, number 4. Number 6, number 5, number 4. Oh, exists and operates beyond convention and convenience. She is the inoculating tonic of authenticity. Authenticity. Bingo. That's what you want. You are becoming authentic to yourself, your higher self, the person you were when you were a kid. That wasn't mangled and warped and jaded. You're becoming, you can become that person again, and that person is the life you want to live, because that person can fulfill all your dreams, marry the person you want and love the most, because that person is the best for you. You'll be in a career that you want and love the most, because that career is the best for you. You'll live in a house that you'll love and want the most, because that house will be the best for you, because you are your best self, your higher self. And that's how the universe works. The universe is using me to tell you, you have this opportunity, and how you're going to get there is by focusing on your authenticity is your key. That's your missed opportunity. That's where you got out of your depth. That's where things got out of control. Like your life was left behind. It was left behind. That's where, you started becoming rude or tactless or hurtful, or maybe because people were rude and tactless and hurtful to you, you closed off. And that's what happened. Now let's see. 20. I want to know what your home life is like. 100%. I'm being nosy. Hope you don't mind. I'll have to read for a minute. Give me a sec. Here, look at the water. It's so soothing. Listen to the birds. If I'm quiet, focus on your breath. How it feels. How it sounds. Just focus on the breathing. It'll be a perfect opportunity to meditate. Try to clear your mind a little bit. It'll happen naturally, but just focus on your breath. It'll help. Especially for all you ADHD people who've got 80 tracks going all at once. If I'm ever quiet, remember, focus on your breath. Okay. Now there's a lot to read, but I picked up a couple of things. Now this says oppressive behaviors, self-liberation, systems of oppression. Now you could be head of household, you could have a stand. You could just have really high energy, like even if you're a teenager, you don't have control. But you have really high energy, so it's like no matter what you do, everybody's hell-bent on making it your fault for some unknown fucking reason, because your energy is so strong and nobody actually knows that they subconsciously know that, which is why they blame things on you, because you do affect everybody around you, whether you know it or want to or not. Here's the thing, also head of the household, unrestrained by authority and self-limiting attitudes. You, perhaps, or maybe somebody you're living with, are under some kind of idea or impression that you can't, you're you have a self-limiting attitude. I can't do it. I don't like that. I don't like working out. I don't like doing what I used to like. I just can't do it anymore. Stuff like that. You have the authority to say whether you can or cannot. And you honestly believe that you cannot. But I'll tell you honestly, it's not the truth, because honestly, that's just an idea that landed in your brain and kind of took hold and took shape. And if you were to go ahead and say so, maybe with a little work effort and elbow grease, you could say so differently. And that could drastically change your home life. Now, if it's not you, maybe you're like I said, maybe like the teenager, or maybe it's your spouse, like a narcissistic, overbearing spouse that, I can't, and you're just like exhausted because you can and you have to because nobody fucking else will, like that kind of story. All of that is self-limiting, because if he can't, you're gonna get burnt out until you can't anymore. You know what I mean? So, but that's kind of this key here about being your authentic self. It's really important to understand your authentic self has an opinion. Have you decided to find out what it was? You're gonna have to learn how to get back in touch with yourself. You've got the energy for it, though. Let's see what it says. It's so pretty. It's like a unknown blessing. Like you're depressed because it's all fucking dead and gray and ugly and cold winter. And next thing you know, you just start seeing the most beautiful things. So let's go find it. Her passionate desire for your liberation is unflagging. There's no waving. There's no, no. They want you liberated. They want you to become your authentic self again. Because I'll tell you what, if the whole world was just, if you were God and you didn't know it, and there were angels and everywhere up there, every single creature and being and entity and rock and piece of grass and little bit of dirt would be wanting you to feel happy just because you're literally the best thing ever. And that is what's happening right now, is because you are a little piece of the original consciousness that ever began. And what self-love is from that original consciousness values every single little piece, including you. So anything to make you smile, anything. That's what we want. And if you're stuck and in a pickle and you just kind of woke up and don't know how you got here or how everything turned out like this, there's hope. There's hope. The universe is rooting for you. The universe, it's going to help carry the load and move you forward. There we go. You're not failing on your spiritual path. You're not failing on your spiritual path. You're actually at an advanced level. It may not feel like it. It may not look like it, but you are. You're actually at an advanced level. You got another message. We'll look at that at the end. Nothing's gonna make the universe turn away from giving you any kind of gift or support that they want to give you. There's nothing gonna stop them from giving you that. There's no way. You'll be going through a dark night of the soul. If you haven't started already, it feels like hell, and you got this. I know I saw something, but you're getting there. You're going there, okay? Now, I'm gonna just intuitively look at that one. This is your advice, and it's Lovers in reverse. It says disharmony, trust issues, imbalance, conflict, disconnection, lack of accountability. Now, what I'm getting here is a very, very hard bring love into the situation. Now, when I learned that, what I was having to interpret was bring love into how I see the situation. I need to have a more loving perspective of my situation. I don't need to bring anything. There's no action required other than an internal action of changing my emotion until my intellectual perspective has a more loving understanding of what is going on in my life, including how I feel about myself and how I feel about others and how I feel about, it started off with work, but this is your life we're talking about, even your job. How in the hell do you figure out how to bring a loving idea into maybe something that you fucking hate? Thank you, universe. Number 4. Woo. Seizing opportunities, letting go of regret, end of stagnation, motivation, and enthusiasm. You know what? Go for it. Take some opportunities that you would like to take. If you don't feel like getting risky, don't get risky. Play it a little safe, but play a little. You know what I mean? Let go of regret. Don't regret any decisions that you make. Don't even regret anything somebody else made. They may have fucked up. But there's always a way to view it where everything that happens is for you in literally the best way possible. If you can adopt that, then nothing can go wrong. And the universe energy is really picking up. If you can adopt that everything that happens is absolutely 100% for you and your good, then your life will start to attract the good results because of all them fuck ups. You will get back pay of all those years of shit that you had to go through. I'm talking Cinderella's story. That no matter what, hold your head high and trust and believe. The energies are so picking up right now. Trust and believe that everything is working and turning out in your favor just cause. Just cause. And that's just how it works. It doesn't look pretty all the time, but I tell you what is for your good. Then nothing can go wrong. Everything will go right, and that is what you're going to attract. Okay. I really hope this helps. I had so much fun. I'll see you guys later.